Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jay Kumar Mane. Welcome back. And today we are going to learn Spring Boot REST API. So without wasting time, let me first of all tell you what is the prerequisite. Means what tools you will require. You can just go to the Google Chrome and download Spring Tool Suite. Just install that Spring Tool Suite and open. You will see this kind of screen. Okay, great. So here when you will open this screen for the first time, you can see this kind of options like create a new Java project, Maven project, Spring Starter project. So from here you can create a new Spring Starter project, or you can click on File, New, and Spring Starter project. Great. So this is a start Spring IO. This is a URL provided by Spring IO. So before this, actually there is another option also. Just go to this Spring IO website, create a project over there, then download the zip file, unzip that zip file, and then import that zip file in your Eclipse. So instead of doing all this stuff, you can directly create the project from here. So the first project is Hello World, or else I will just check like first Spring project. Here Java version is Java 21. You can select any Java version that is installed in your system. Packaging is jar. You can keep jar or var, whatever you want. Group ID is generally company name or organization name. I will give here is a com.jsm. You can give anything. Artifact ID is your project name. This is the description. You can add description of your project over here, and this is a package name. So you can give any package name. I am giving here as a com.jsm.base. And if you are not sure that which Java version is installed at your system, you can just go to Java home in your environment variables, and you can check to which path it is pointing, or you can open command prompt also, and you can give a command like java-version. I have already checked that things. I will again check java-version, and you can check Java 21 is installed in my system. So similarly you can check, click on next. Here will require some dependencies, but right now for this simple project will require only Spring Web dependency, because without which will not get Apache Tomcat container. You can check here. See, it uses Apache Tomcat as the default embedded container. So we have used this Spring Web dependency. Click on next and finish. So this is our first Spring project. Could not write metadata. Okay. Yeah, great. So in this, so this is a project structure. In this Java package, whatever your Java code will go inside this main package. Inside this resources folder, there is application.properties file. We'll discuss later about this file in detail. Basically, the whatever the application level configuration is there, that you can write inside this application.properties file. Whatever your test files, whatever your JUnit tests are there, that you can write under this test package. Okay, great. So now there is some workspace problem is there still. I will check. So this is a com.jsm.base package, and this is your first Spring project application. Just we'll try to run this as a Spring Boot app. Yeah, great. So you can check our Tomcat server has been started, and they have given the path as a slash. Right, we have not written any REST endpoint yet, that's why the path is only slash they have given. So thank you. This is our first project of Spring Boot. Now we will write a simple project Hello World. We will create one REST endpoint which will return a string Hello World. Great. So just create one file, new Spring Starter project, name of project as Hello World, form.jsm package, click on next, select the dependency Spring Web, click on next and click on finish. So go to this hello world, resources, Java, and inside this base package I will create a new package, new Java package with new package, and the name of that package I will give as a controller. Okay, so open inside this controller package, create one Java controller, that is a hello world controller, finish. So what we have to, we'll write one method, public string hello, public string hello world. What this method will do is it will simply return hello world. Yeah, so this is our simple Java class and a method hello world. Now we have to make this Java class as a REST controller. So for that there are two options. First of all, to make this as a controller we have an annotation, add controller annotation, and to return the, whenever this string will be returned, it will be written in the JSON format. So for that we will require @response body annotation, and to make this method hello world method, to make this hello world method as a REST endpoint, we have to mention here as a request mapping. So request mapping annotation, we have to give path for this endpoint like /hello, and here also we can give a path using request mapping annotation /base path. So this is our, now this class is considered as a controller class because we have used controller annotation, and this will return in a JSON format as a response body annotation we have used, and whenever we want to call this endpoint we have to use /base/hello. But now this, instead of using these two annotations, controller and response body, there is one annotation, that is a REST controller. So this REST controller annotation is basically itself annotated with @response body annotation. So no need to explicitly use @response body annotation, right? Great. So yeah, and let me tell you more on this hello world application. So this is our main Spring Boot application class, hello world application. This is Spring Boot application annotation. So this is a famous interview question, like what is the Spring Boot application annotation is a combination of. So this @Spring Boot application is a combination of three annotations, that is @component scan, @enable auto configuration, and @Spring Boot configuration. You can check these things here, @component scan, @enable auto configuration, and @Spring Boot configuration. So combination of these three annotations is nothing but our @Spring Boot application. It internally calls run method. Now what this run method internally does, that we'll discuss in some another video. So just we'll try to run this. Let me stop this and try to run the Spring Boot app. Great. So you can see our Tomcat server is up and running on 8080 port number. So we'll just go to the Chrome, http://localhost:8080/ and base/ again hello. Yeah, great. So you can check the hello world is written over here. So this is our simple REST endpoint which will return a string hello world. Great. Thank you. In the next lecture we will discuss more things about REST API. Thank you.